Yeah, can you all see my screen? Good. So, doing good. Hi Ashish, hi Bebishan, Akshay, I see Rakshit also. Hi everybody,
Hello,
Anush
sir.
and Ravi. I'm meeting Ravi for the first time today. And there's Subhash.
Good evening,
Ravi,
sir.
have we met before, Ravi? Ravi, are you there? Okay, fine. First off, after the online classes have started in the big way that they have started in our country, a lot of people have understood or have become experts in becoming Mr. India. Okay, you know what Mr. India is now? Okay, let's go to the next text start. So we did a group discussion. You want to do another group discussion? Or no, I think we'll go ahead. We'll not waste more time on group discussion. You understand what is to be done. I want to take you to the group planning exercise we did the other day, right? Somebody is asking me how to write the solution for that. You remember that? So this was the group planning exercise we did. Everybody in tune with me about this group planning exercise? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good, thank you, thank you. So here we have the Badli Creek, the sea, the Coast Guard. These guys have just won a volleyball championship. They were coming back. They came to the petrol pump, and then they found an attendant who was bleeding. And he told them that there are some terrorists who are going to exchange some weapons here near Rock, and who are going to go to ferry and kill the police informer from Badli. And they've also taken out fish plates from the railway track out here, right? And then you get to know that you're supposed to go back and collect your trophies. That means the vehicle also is not available with you. The time was 5:30, and you're told how to solve this. Everybody remember this story? Does anybody want me to repeat it? Okay. If nobody wants me to repeat it, I'm going to tell you as to what will be my solution, right? This is my solution. This is not the correct solution, not the most accurate solution. This is my solution. If I have to do it, I will do it this way, right? I had a little more time than what you will have. You will have only 4 minutes. I had a little more time, so I did it a little more elaborate way. So you can do it the way you think you can do it, right? Okay. Now this is the story that we told you what's happening, right? Coming off here, and then there's a. This is what it is. This is a story. I'm calling it suggested solution. Can you read it, or is it too small? Are the letters okay? Readable?
Yes, sir. It's fine.
Great. So I've told you to identify four things. First, the problems in order of priority, the resources that you have, one which are visible and one which are not visible also. I told you to write down the important timings and also the distances, right? Here, as per what we discussed that day, first was attending to the unconscious pump attendant, that is the petrol pump attendant, sorting out the fish plates issue, tackling the exchange of arms in rock area, and saving the Badli police informer. This is as per my sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 as per the priority. So I know that is चारों को मेरे को करना है. And what do I have? I said we're coming back from a volleyball championship. So how many players are there in volleyball on one side of volleyball playing players on the on-field players? Nobody knows how many players are there.
Six, sir.
Great, Rakshit. 6 of them are there. So I took 4 more as reserves and 2 reserves and 1 manager, 1 helper kind of a thing. That's why I said there are 10 young men. So you have to use your logic to get. You can't put 50 men out there when you're already playing a volleyball match or when you're playing a tennis match. So उस हिसाब से डालना. And if you're playing a cricket match, you have to put more than 15. Don't put only 4. Right? You have a vehicle which you have come, which is returning to Dinpur. You have a ferry. You have a cycle. Obviously, from the pump attendant, एक cycle तो मिल ही जाएगा. And there are men from the garage. He told you that is the pump cum garage. So I expect at 5:30 in the evening, some people to be in the garage. Important timings. Time now is 5:30. Men hiding for police for attacking the police informer. He said now. That means at 5:30 they were hiding. Train on the bridge will be at 6:30. जिसका fish plates निकाल दिया था. And exchange of arms will take place at 6:45. And the function in school is 7:30. That means I have to be in school by 7:30. 2 hours में सब खत्म करके मेरे को स्कूल पहुंचना है. और मेरा स्कूल कहाँ है? श्यामगढ़ में है. From Pump to Shamgarh, I said it's 12 kilometers. So 12 kilometers on a bus, which is already all right, I should be able to reach in about 10-15 minutes. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं लगेगा या 20 मिनट ले लो ज़्यादा ज़्यादा. From Pump to Ramgarh will be about 23 kilometers. Pump to Dinapur is 25. Pump to Ferry is 2 kilometers. And Pump to Coast Guard is 6 kilometers. These are all approximate distances. You can select whatever you want. You will not have time to write all this. You have only 4 minutes. So some things you can write, some things you cannot write. Resource, the problems you should write, resources तो लिखना ही लिखना है. बाकी चीज रफ पेज में लिख लो चाहिए तो, लेकिन लिखो ताकि you will not make a mistake. Come to the this thing, where is the solution? Oh bloody hell! You will not save my solution. Yeah. Thank God I saved it. Here it is. This is the solution I have. I know it's very small. Should I make it bigger? Yes, no?
Sir, we can
Yes,
zoom in,
sir.
sir.
A bit, sir. A bit.
Yes,
Bit?
it's fine.
Okay, then you have to give me 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. So I said group 1, I said only one member. His name is Raj, right? What will he do? He'll administer first aid to the pump attendant. He'll carry the pump attendant in the waiting vehicle returning to Dinpur. He will be accompanied by a member of the garage. We'll admit the pump. Look at what all he's doing. We'll admit the pump attendant in a hospital and go to the college and collect the trophy and return to the start point. That is the pump. We'll return to Coast Guard side by 6:45. Collect the members of the group 4, बाद में आएगा, and collect up members of group 5 and reach pump site. We'll pick up remaining members of group 2 and 3 and reach college by 7:15. This is his duty. So his duties are very clear. कि उसको करना क्या है. I'll share a copy of this with you so that you can study it in great amount of detail. I don't want to waste your time. In group 2, again, I'm saying there's only one member, Sharma. What's his job? He'll repair the damaged communication lines. Once repaired, he'll contact the police and inform them about all the developments and seek their help, and will coordinate on phone the other group's actions. Right? Okay. Now let's see group 3. Group 3 क्या करेगा? There will be 3 members headed by Rakesh. They will proceed towards ferry and reach Badli village. They will be accompanied with one member from the garage. Will reach Totaram's house and warn him of the attack on him. Totaram तो सब लोग को मालूम ही होगा कहाँ है. With his help, with Totaram's help, contact the police authorities and inform them about all the happenings. To be completed by 6:15 and will return to pump for being picked up by the returning bus. So 6:15 तक pump आ जाएंगे वापस, right? And 2 members headed by Kumar. They will travel in the bus returning to Dinpur up to a spot near the Coast Guard office. मतलब वो main road पे जो Coast Guard closest है वहाँ तक जाएंगे. They will carry the cycle in the bus जो इनके पास है. Use cycle to reach the Coast Guard office and inform about the happenings. To be completed by 6 p.m. Will inform the railway authorities from Coast Guard office about the removal of fish plates. Will accompany them to fish plate sites and try to stop the trade if required. Or 2 members headed by Krishna क्या कर रहे हैं? Will travel in the bus returning to Dinpur up to the road junction and cross the railway lines and wait for the team from Coast Guard to arrive. I am not asking them to go and attack or going and assault the guys who are there to exchange the weapons. That is not within your purview. It is not within your power. So the Coast Guard guys will come and we will match up with him. जो आगे लिखा था मैंने. He will come and match up with them and he will do the needful. Right? What happened to this? Yeah. They'll wait for him to come from the Coast Guard to arrive. Wait for the team from Coast Guard to arrive. Is this clear, everybody? I've told you in a very, very quick, hurried manner, but I basically wanted to know if you all understood what is to be done. Does anybody want to discuss this? I'm ready. Does anybody want to discuss this question as to ये कैसे होगा, कैसे नहीं होगा? Or do I take it that it's okay with you? Yeah, Anush, Rakshit, Akshay.
Sir, please once discuss about group 1 function, sir.
Okay, group 1. So I basically, again, I'll tell you in great amount of detail. I made them into 5 groups, right? Now let me go to the map now. I made them into 5 groups. Here there are 5 groups. What will group 1 do? Group 1 has just got one chat. And what is my priority one? Is the pump attendant. So first give him first aid. And with the help of, there's a garage here, with the help of a guy in the garage, pick up this guy who's become unconscious, first aid ke baad chahe theek ho gaya hoga, put them in the bus which is returned to Dinpur like this. Put them in the bus and take him to Dinpur. Dinpur is 25 kilometers away. So I will think that it will take about half an hour to reach. The road looks good. Half an hour or 45 minutes to reach. Admit him in the hospital there. and leave your attendant जो garage से आया उसके साथ छोड़ दो बंदे के साथ. Take the vehicle, go to the college, pick up the trophies and everything else, and come back. While going, this is his job, right? Come back here, and while going, he is taking one team which is supposed to go to the rock area. He will drop them here at this junction. He's not going to the right, he'll drop them at the junction, right? And he'll come further and he'll drop one more team here in the same bus. नो जो टीम यहाँ उतर रहा है उसको एक साइकिल भी दे रहा है इसने, जो गांव से पेट्रोल पंप का पंप अटेंडेंट का साइकिल वो दे दिया इसको. एंड दे आर गोइंग टू गो अक्रॉस दिस रोड क्रॉस कंट्री टू द कोस्ट गार्ड, inform the coast guard. So that what we'll do, we'll see what we'll do. So now we are looking at only group A. So this is what group A does. And on the way back, he will pick up these guys from here again. He'll pick up these guys from here again. He'll come here, pick up the ferry में जो गए बंदे वो भी आ जाएंगे, उनको भी लेके फिर शाम को निकल जाएगा. Is that clear for group 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, great. Now what will group 2 do? Group 2 is got again one chap. He is going to repair the telecommunication lines, and he will start communicating with everybody to what has to be done. He will speak to the Shamgarh police station or try to talk to the Coast Guard guys on phone, and he will try to get in touch with the people, उनका अपने team members कि कब आ रहे हो, कहाँ तक पहुँचो, if you want any help वगैरह वगैरह, he'll keep coordinating. This is what the group 2 guy does after he does his repairing of the telecommunication. You can in your thing write, say he is doing his B.Tech in telecommunications or M.Tech in telecommunications, something like that. That will be acceptable, right? Now group 3 is going to the ferry. He'll take the ferry, go across and reach Badli village and go to the house of the Totaram. Go to the house of Totaram, tell him that this is what's happening. Because he's a police informer, he might have some kind of communication system with him to the police, right? He could have a radio set, he could have a wireless, कुछ ना कुछ होगा इसके पास, or he must be having some signals, or he must be given a phone which is hidden from everybody. Using that phone, you can inform the police, because he's a police informer. You can inform the police that this is happening. Being a police informer, he also will be in picture with Coast Guard guys, because they're all here for security. So if he can speak to the Coast Guard, he'll also speak to Coast Guard and tell them, "Bhaiya, this is what's happening," right? And here you are not trying to nab them. It is for the police to come and nab those guys. Two people are sitting with a sickle hidden somewhere under in their bag behind a stone. How can you go and catch them? Is it your job? Are you trained for that? You're not trained for that, but you're protecting this guy and making sure that he doesn't get killed, which is well within your reach. And one team from here, which is going to rocks, will get down here, and they're going to walk down here and hide somewhere here at some prominent place and wait for the Coast Guard people to arrive. They are not going to capture them or attack them. Wait for the Coast Guard people to arrive. Once the Coast Guard people arrive, they will come with their weapons. Then they can probably round them up and they can catch hold of them. Here, while they are waiting, they'll keep observing कि भाई क्या कर रहे हैं, मतलब कितने लोग हैं, 8 लोग हैं, 2 लोग हैं, कितने बक्से हैं, क्या गाड़ी है, क्या. They're observing all that. So the moment the Coast Guard guys come, they'll tell them, "Bhai, they're sitting behind this house. There are 6 of them, or behind this rock they're sitting. There are 6 of them. They've got 14 boxes, and they seem to be armed, or we think they have weapons." That's it. It is 5:30, 6:30. Pura ujala hai. Everything is visible to you. And one team which goes here, which is got down from the bus here, goes to the Coast Guard headquarters, speak to the Coast Guard people. There are telephones there. Through the telephones, they will have to inform everybody that this is happening. And Coast Guard themselves will have enough force to take care of all the problems themselves. And then once the problem is done, they will get back to the site, where they started. And this vehicle on its way back will pick them up. Will come here, pick up the guys who went to Badli and go to Shamgarh to celebrate your volleyball championship victory. How is that sounding?
Sir, nice, sir.
Nice. Okay, good. Thank you, Anush. Do you have any questions? Do you have any things that you want to poke in this? You can, please go ahead. Yeah, okay. Now, I could do this the way I have done it because I had time. Now, you people don't have as much time as I had to plan this. Now, if you don't have time, how can you overcome the lack of time? By having a lot of practice. by having a lot of practice and by thinking while on the move. As you're writing, you should be thinking, and then you should be able to get the answers. So when you write, this is how you can write. Just write what are the problems, what are the resources, and then timings and distance. If you can write, you can write. But otherwise, this is what you should do. Group one, इनका बंदा कौन है? Don't forget. Give it a name. Group one. Say who is the chap and what is he supposed to do. Right? Group 2, who is the guy? How many people? What are they supposed to do? Group 3, what is the kya karenge ye log? And last, you should make sure, like we did in Group 1, we'll pick up the remaining members and reach college by 7:15 p.m. That is the last thing. Or you can, after this, Group 5 ke baad, finally, all of them will reach the college by 7:15 to take part in the victory celebration. Don't worry if you think kuch gadbad ho gaya, somebody will find something wrong, log kahenge, "Arey, kaise kar diya, wo kaise kar diya." You don't worry. You make your plan, that's it. But have you taken into consideration all the requirements that are to be considered is what is important. Nothing else is important. Have you taken the timing into consideration? Have you taken the fear into consideration? In the sense, if there are people sitting with weapons there, I should be afraid, right? I can't be just walking in. I'm not some bulletproof person that I'll walk in and say, "Oh, haan, bhai, kaun hai tu?" What if he fires? There'll be more problems to solve than more problems you can settle, right? So is everybody clear as to how to do it? So in the next session or the session after that, we'll do one more group planning exercise, and I'll want you to make solutions on these lines. With me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Now the writing part of it. We have to write the solution, right? That we already discussed. As to kya hoga. Let's go to the discussion part of it. Written solution, I told you. Identify the resources that are visible. Write a solution for each problem in order of priority. Make rough calculation about distances. Mention that you will RV at a place. RV is rendezvous. That is get together at a place and proceed with the activity for which you originally came. Your original activity was to reach the college by 7:30 for the volleyball celebration. Do not forget the aim and achieve that too. That means when you're going there, your aim here is to go and enjoy. That you will do. Right? Now let's see the how was it done. Discussion stage, you have to try to be the first or the second speaker. Give your plan in broad outline. Nobody will let you talk everything. But आप अपना जब बात कर रहे हो, you can list out the priority of the problem, but don't list out everything, other things like resources, timings and all. Straight away get to the broad outline of the plan. Take ideas from others also, and active participation, group solution. These are the things. Do not be rigid. कि भाई मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वही ठीक है, बाकी सब गलत है. Don't follow that path of my way or highway, right? It is, you have to give space for the others. So this is how the discussion will take place. Be prepared for heated discussion. This is competition stage. I told you 3 stages. Everyone will try to dominate. Try and initiate the discussion. If not, join at the earliest. Do not repeat others' point of view. But like in a discussion, counter others' point of view if you have enough logic and enough sense in what you're saying. Be nice to the others in the group. You may disagree, but be polite and humble. Cooperate with the others, give the silent ones a chance to speak. Like I told you, nobody, after you, let us say you make the best solution here. Nobody is going to pick you up and put you on the Pakistan border to make a solution of some problem going on there. Right? So the idea is not to see if you make the best solution. The idea is, can you operate as a team? Can you operate as a group? Can you encourage others? Can you convince others? Are you ready to accept other child's point of view? That is what is important. Are you giving consideration to all the issues that are there to be considered? Or are you only going by मोटे-मोटे तौर पे कि ये काम कर दिया मैंने बहुत कर लिया? Or are you being selfish? Or are you being a team member? Right? And here it says, don't use your arms too much and don't bodily impose. Be quiet, be cool. If somebody thinks that only by shouting and screaming you will be visible, I can quote this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. The present Chief of Army Staff at General Navawane and I have been in the same company in the Indian Military Academy, and we've served together later also. And he's a very good friend. I know him very, very well. And he's the most silent person I've seen, because he's always thinking and speaking when it is necessary to speak. That you can do once you, of course, cross the bridge of the SSB I mean, at least during SSB, don't keep waiting and say, "मैं बाद में बात करूँगा." If you do tell your point, but I'm saying you can be cool, you can be humble, and you can still make a point. You don't have to be fighting, or you don't have to be. You're not sitting with the enemy here. You're sitting with a member of your own team. आपका अपना बंदा है, right? Like, let's say there's a discussion going on in the family. Will you always keep fighting? No, you'll make a point. You listen to the other person's point. If, let's say, 3, 4 brothers are talking, you may listen to the other person's point. And if you want to counter him, we'll counter him and counter him gently. There are times you'll get angry, but you'll say, "Nahi yaar, discussion ho raha hai. Let me be humble. Let me be nice to the other guy." So that is what you should remember, right? So this brings us to the end of the group planning exercise, right? Now, group planning exercise ho gaya GPE. We will go and do one more group planning later. So everybody with me so far? Yes.